guys. So this is my fourth and final week with y'all for now. So we are going to change it up a little bit. Today I got to come out and sit in this awesome chair. This is one of my favorite chairs, but because it's hosted by my favorite person. If you pay any attention around by the donut bar, then you see Mr. Franklin sitting here. He's one of my really good friends. He's so super sweet. But have any of you ever said hi to Mr. Franklin? Hopefully most of you, but let me tell you, he is the sweetest man, and going up and telling someone hi or asking them how their day is the way that we should be treating all sorts of people. It's the way we should be treating everyone. And they may not be your best friend and you may not even know them, but we should still stop and say hi and just check on others and be nice. And so that's why I chose to sit here as a reminder through this whole video that we should treat others the way we want to be treated. That's what we're going to talk about today, is Jesus is the one who tells us how we should live. But first, we're going to play a game, because I like games. But I got to tell you all the instructions because it can be a little confusing. So if you have room to play this in your classroom, then you can play it in your class. Otherwise, it's pretty outside, so you could go outside and play outside. What you're going to do is you are going to pick a partner. Everybody grab a partner. Not yet. Wait. Everybody's going to grab a partner. Then what you're going to do is you're just going to walk around, not beside your partner, just all over the place. You're going to walk around, maybe one go left, one go right, go into some circles. And then what you're going to do is you're going to listen for your teacher to call out some commands. Now, teachers, this is what you do. You call out commands, for example, elbow to knee. So one person gets their elbow, the other person gets their knee, and you put them together. So elbow touching the knee. And basically the last partnership to do this is out. You play round after round until you have the very last person. The sky's the limit. It could say ear to ear, ear to knee. This can be hilarious if you make this funny, teachers. So I want you to take some time real quick and go play that game first. Okay, so how was that? Was that just crazy fun? Did some of y'all say, I'm not down for this. I am not putting my nose to the bottom of her shoe? Hopefully that was a command, because that one's pretty funny. So how was that? Was that fun to play? I want you to make sure that you had tons of fun, because I love that game, but more importantly, I love watching other people play that game. But that kind of takes us into what we're going to talk about today. So I told you before the game that we are going to talk about Jesus teaching us how we should live. You know, we always wonder, man, I don't know how to treat that person, or that person is being rude to me. I don't know what to do from there. Or, every day we wake up and choose to live a certain way. Every day we wake up and choose to treat our siblings nice. And I want you to know that that's coming from the actual Bible. The actual Bible tells us how to live. And so I'm going to bring it to you, and then we're going to discuss these passages, because this is pretty good. So just to throw one out there, this is just a little extra tidbit for you. Philippians 2:14 says, do things without complaining. That's all Jesus says, is do things without complaining. So let me just tell you, just do it. Because us as parents, we don't like to hear the complaining, and so Jesus is telling you not to. So that's just an extra tidbit from heaven. Okay, so we're going to go into Ephesians. That's where we're going to talk today. And so we're starting at Ephesians 4, verse 21. And so I'm going to read small little passages, and then we're going to talk about them. So the first one is, so stop telling lies. Let us tell our neighbors the truth, for we are all parts of the same body. And don't sin by letting anger control you. Don't let the sun go down while you are still angry, for anger gives a foothold to the devil. Okay, so what does that mean? Jesus is basically saying it is a sin to lie, point blank. It is a sin to lie. So why do we do it? Why is it so easy to lie, yet it's a sin? So Jesus is saying, do not sin, and let us tell our neighbors the truth. Are we talking about the neighbors next door that we go and accidentally have a piece of their mail? No. Neighbors, as in brothers, sisters, friends, teachers, parents. Neighbors is everyone that Jesus is talking about right now. And so it says to tell your neighbors the truth. Tell everyone the truth. But my favorite part at this little snippet is about anger. So it says, basically, do not be angry with anyone. It says, do not let the sun go down while you are still angry. Have your parents ever made you go and apologize to your sibling before y'all went to bed? Or maybe y'all have a get along shirt. Those are my favorites to see those. So do not go to bed angry, because when you do, the enemy is basically saying, yes, I've got two people that are angry. That is not what we want. Jesus says, do not go to bed angry. So we're moving on. It says, if you are a thief, quit stealing. Well, duh, don't do that. Instead, use your hands for good work and then give generously to others in need. Okay, so that says we are not supposed to steal. Everyone hears don't steal, kill, or destroy. But Jesus really does say do not steal. Instead, he gives you an alternative. It says go and do hard work with your hands, basically meaning go work for yourself. Go and earn what you're about to steal. It says earn, but not only does it say earn, it says give to others generously. We always talk about tithing, and you give the first 10% of whatever you earn. But even outside of that, Jesus wants you to give generously to others after you work hard for it. So it says, don't use foul or abusive language. Let everything you say be good and helpful, so that your words will be an encouragement to those who hear them. And do not bring sorrow to God's Holy Spirit by the way you live. Remember, he has identified you as his own, guaranteeing that you will be saved on the day of redemption. Guys, that is my biggest pet peeve. I'm hoping none of y'all are using foul language, but as an adult, when I'm out in public and I hear other people using foul language and cussing, oh my gosh, it breaks my heart, because we are so smart and we have so many words in the English language, and to not be able to find any word to use in replace of those cuss words, it breaks my heart. Y'all, if y'all hear anything, hear this: no foul language, please, because y'all are too smart. And Jesus says in the Bible that he doesn't want us to use that language. So that should be the number one reason why you don't do it. But then also, it just breaks our hearts because we're so smart and there's so many words in the English language. So please, next time you hear someone say some foul language or some words, say, man, I don't need to be around this, or come on, pick some better words. I've said it as an adult. And it is hard the first few times, but it gets easier. It says, get rid of all bitterness, rage, anger, harsh words, and slander, as well as all types of evil behavior. Instead, be kind to each other, tender-hearted, forgiving one another, just as God through Christ has forgiven you. So let's hone in on that very last statement. Be kind to each other, tender-hearted, forgiving one another, just as God through Christ has forgiven you. So God has forgiven us for all of our sins that we've done. Who are you not to forgive someone? Who are you to be angry with someone and hold grudges? Who are you to talk bad about someone or slander their name? Basically just put it out there that maybe they've done something wrong, or maybe you're making it up and they haven't done anything wrong, but you're just doing it to be mean. Who are you to do that if God hasn't done that to us? He's forgiven us. And he's forgiven us by... He's forgiven us by having his son die on the cross. So I just want you to think about that yes, the Bible gives us the 10 Commandments and everybody knows them, but some people don't really take them to heart. Some people really don't sit and actually process them, that God is saying right here, stop lying, stop stealing, don't go to bed angry, and be kind-hearted. That's not hard, y'all, but you know what? It is hard every day because of the enemy. It sounds so easy right here in text, but the enemy makes us hard every day. So I tell this to all of my classes that I teach. Choose. Every day, get up and choose. You have the power to choose solely how you are going to act to everyone. You have the power to choose if you are going to be hateful or loving, if you're going to be angry or happy. You have the power to choose that every day. And Jesus tells us exactly how he wants us to live. So it's up to you to choose every day that you want to live exactly how Jesus is asking us to live. Okay, y'all, so I have a challenge for you. And just like every other challenge, I think they're pretty good, but this one I really want you to work on. So I want you to pick which characteristic that we've talked about, whether it's anger or lying, stealing. What is it that you struggle with most? Where is the biggest challenge for you? And I want you to take that and I want you to think about it. I'm going to give you an index card. You're going to write it down on both sides. So anger on one side, anger on the other side, and you're going to tear it. I want you to fold it, no names. I want you to fold it, throw one in the floor in the middle of y'all's circle, but give the other one to your teacher. Again, no names. The reason why you're doing this is because it gives you some accountability, because this week you're going to work on that characteristic, and it gives you the accountability because your teacher is going to be praying over these characteristics of y'all. Your teacher is going to pray for the stealing and the lying and the slander and the gossiping. Your teachers are going to pray over this, but you've also thrown it down. You've thrown it at the feet of Jesus that you are going to work on this. And to be honest with you, I sin every day. If I really wanted to be real with you, my sin is worry. I worry every single day. Every day I worry about stupid stuff, y'all. I worry sometimes if there's traffic in Forney. I worry sometimes if everyone's gonna show up on a Sunday. Y'all, that is so dumb, but for some reason I still do it. Sometimes I worry about y'all. Sometimes when I'm making these videos, I worry if you're actually listening, if you actually care, or if you understand. I worry sometimes that y'all are just getting all that you need because I want you to be prepared for youth and be ready. And so if I'm being real honest, I worry every day, and that is a sin. And so if I had my note card, I would write worry on both sides, throw it down, but then I also would give a card to someone that I want to hold me accountable. And for y'all, I want it to be your teachers. So make sure you do that. And then teachers, this week, pray over those cards every day because our kids need it. And check back with me next week and let me know if you worked on your characteristic, and let me know how you felt after you just laid it at the feet of Jesus and let go and let God. Bye, y'all.